I was watching it live, and I wanted to text the group with me, you, and Juan in it.
Yeah.
Because as I'm watching, Cooper he wasn't really scoring in that game at all. And I was looking, and I was going to text like, man, even though Cooper is not like scoring or being aggressive, he's still clearly the best player like on the court. You can just see it. The passing ability, rebounding, defense, and the energy that he's bringing. That's what I look for. Who do you got taking it all in your bracket?
Who do I have taking it all? I don't know, but I'm gonna ride for Duke.
Yeah.
I'm gonna ride for Duke. I think they've been disrespected by somebody in my office, so I'm gonna roll with Duke. At the end of the day, they've got the best player. They're 31-3. They've lost 3 games by I think like a combined 12 points. Like, this is a damn good basketball team, and I know Cooper is a little bit injured right now, but he's expected to play. And even if he's not full strength through the first round, he'll get stronger and stronger as the tournament goes.
Yeah.
I think that's the team to beat.
No, for sure.
I always feel real comfortable if I'm playing and I've got the best guy on the team on the floor on my team.
No, 100%. I was like I said, I was watching that last game that they had. I'm trying to quickly look it up because I was watching it live, and I wanted to text the group with me, you, and Juan in it.
Yeah.
Because as I'm watching, Cooper he wasn't really scoring in that game at all. And I was looking, and I was going to text like, man, even though Cooper is not like scoring or being aggressive, he's still clearly the best player like on the court. You can just see it. The things that he's doing, everything else. And let me see here. He had in that game, let me see. It doesn't even show it here. But he's just the passing ability, rebounding, defense, and the energy that he's bringing. That's what I look for, because I thought about this too on a deeper level, and it's probably span to a couple other NBA players, so I'll get off of that. But like, I think the more and more I really thought about this is a deeper topic here, because I think max players in the league should only be guys who are playmakers for their team, or like the elite of the elite scorers, okay? And I think that is it. That is so important. Like Jokic, and this is why the Tatum thing, like Tatum is great, Jokic is great. What makes Jokic that much greater, the reason why he's a real superstar, is his ability to play make, and you can run an offense through him, and he makes everybody better. Literally, that people just say that, like Westbrook with the Clippers. To me, that's not what I'm talking about. Like, yeah, he had a high assist, 10 or 11 assists. An assist man is not that doesn't make you a playmaker and make everyone better. That's not those two are not the same thing. They're not synonymous or whatever. Hopefully I use that word correctly. You know what I mean? And I think Cooper is one of those guys who could develop, once he gets to the NBA, into a playmaker. Also, the third guy I was swinging at, if you're a really good two-way elite player, Kawhi in his prime of prime, what we think maybe, or definitely what you think maybe Victor Wembanyama could turn into. Like the elite, of course Jordan was that guy. The elite two-way guy. So those are 3 guys. The playmaker, the elite scorer of scores, the Kobe Bryants, you know what I mean? And the elite two-way guys, the Kawhi in his prime and whatever. What do you think about that?
I don't necessarily disagree. I mean, the standard for superstardom, to me, is winning at the end of the day. And when you look at the types of players you're talking about, whether it's like a playmaking guy who's going to basically allow you to operate a multiple layered offense through him alone, or it's like an elite scorer that can just put up so many points that can turn games, or the two-way star. The key with the superstar level player is that they almost always impact winning, because their impact, whatever of those 3 categories it comes through, it's at such a high level that it moves the team forward. And I have a hard time with guys that accumulate a lot of stats and their team is always just kind of And right now, like I look at a guy like Trae Young, I look at a guy like Paulo Banchero, and the stats are great. But what is the result of all that?
That's tough. I can't look at it from a winning lens, because you got guys who win a lot, who want to be, like a superstar. That's not the same. Like I said, just the guy we just named, like Jason Tatum. Like he's not the same level of guy as a Jokic. Jokic might go out in the second round this year. Tatum might win the championship. Though. I mean, I know you could say might about anything, but those are like literally what happened last year. But that doesn't make Tatum better just because he's winning and Jokic is not.
And there is a fine point to this. It's not. I don't want to come off brand and say that winning a championship is not important, but like a healthy Jokic, his team's never going to be bad. Like they're never going to be a 30-win NBA team, a 35-win NBA team.
But you can say that about a ton of stars, though.
Then they're stars. Like I get Jokic stands at a certain level. I mean, this goes back to me. I remember watching like Jason Kidd back in his heyday when he was with the Nets and whatever. And it's just like that guy. Like he is never gonna. I mean, if he plays 70 games, his team's gonna be in the 50-win bracket because he's so good. And that's what I look at Jokic. And it's like Kidd was never able to win a title as that player. He won later, with Nowitzki and a Dallas team. But, like, he never won as the central star. He did get to the finals, I believe, twice. But couldn't get over the hump. But just, like, he was that guy that was that good, and you're not going to be bad when he's your main guy. And that, to me, is how I measure, like, guys that are in the superstar conversation. And it's just that's just the standard for me. And I'm okay with that. But you got to move the needle. You can't be a guy that is just, I put up a bunch of stats and the team's just kind of indifferent around me. But kind of flipping it back to Cooper Flagg, like there's just his game is the versatility. Yeah. And it's the effort and the passion that he plays at. And when you watch a Duke game, like, there's been a handful of games where he's put up a big point total. There's been other games when he hasn't put up as many points. But one way or another, he is going to be central in the outcome of the game. He's
going to impact it.
And it also goes to the point that I look at the 3 losses they've had are by a combined like about 12 points. They have not lost a game by double figures. That tells me that obviously they're a good team, and obviously he's a star, but they don't give up. Like, nobody's beating them easily. They've, in 34 games, they've competed to the wire every time.
And do you think, have you watched any much of Ace Bailey?
No, his team sucks. Well, they got the 2 guys. They got the 2 guys in the Harper and Bailey are these guys that are potential top 10 picks, maybe a bit higher by some estimations.
Ace is supposed to be in that 1-2 range. That's what I'm hearing.
And where are they? They're not even in this tournament.
So you wouldn't even have him in a discussion with Cooper for the number 1. Like if
I would not. No, I would not.
That's my question.
To me, Cooper's number 1, and it's not close in this class. I'll stand on that until proven differently. But again, you have 2 talented guys, and maybe they did a horrible job of building the rest of that roster. I don't even understand how Rutgers got those 2 guys. I mean, if we want to talk about prostitutes, like what happened in Rutgers? Yeah, I mean, come on, man. Like,
Well, you see, BYU got the number 1 player in the nation coming.
But again, like if you think about Rutgers, like they're the equivalent. I remember when I was a kid, we used to drive down to Florida from Connecticut, and you'd be in like the South Carolinas and the Georgias, and you'd look off the side of the highway, and there'd be some like shack type house. Like not Shaq O'Neal, like a shack, and there'd be like a shiny Cadillac sitting outside of it. That's what Rutgers is. Like that's that team. They are a shit shack with 2 luxury vehicles out front. Like, what are we doing?
Yeah.
It's just that's the thing. I mean, I mean, it's bad enough that you really got to question, like, when you're evaluating those 2 guys, like how good are they, and what do they care about?
Yeah.
If you're there, even the decision to go to Rutgers, if it's just about money, are we looking at 2 future Bradley Beals? I mean, if Rutgers just offers the most amount of money, I mean, New Jersey's a shitty state. Like, why do you want to go there?
Yeah.
Period. I mean, again, the only thing that makes sense is kind of money. You know, if you wanted to go somewhere where you could win, there's other programs that are better at that and could have equipped you with a better supporting cast and made your 1 year in college a lot more fun. I do not understand the why those guys went there. I don't think it reflects well on them at this point in terms of an evaluation data point. You know, but the talent may be there and they may be successful. But I mean, to me, I'm not liking it at all.
Got a Bradley Beal reference in the show. Got to like that.